Good morning and welcome to Gentle Yoga with Tanya. I'm Tanya. Thank you so much for joining me here today. A few housekeeping notes before we get started. We are going to transition from seated to standing a couple of times throughout our practice. So if you would like to use a little bit of a support, please do have a chair nearby or a sturdy wall nearby, just something to help you make that transition in the safest way possible for you. Also, when we are doing our seated work, if you're more comfortable sitting on a folded blanket or a small pillow, please go ahead and grab one. They're amazing. All right, let's begin. And let's begin by just rubbing our hands together, bringing some warmth here, and just allowing your thoughts to center on your intent for class today. It can be a keyword, a guide word, something to help you focus. It could be a goal, anything that's going to bring your thoughts into focus during our practice today. For me, it's balance. Breathing steadily in and out, and then once your hands feel nice and warm, we're going to go ahead and just put them on the back of your neck at the base of your skull, and just very gently, these little quick pulses and release, like you're doing the world's most subtle massage here, and working your way down to the tops of your shoulders, back up to the base of your skull, just very gentle. Remembering to breathe as you do it. That big sigh was my reminder that I may have been holding my breath there for a second. So please remember to keep that breath nice and steady. Very nice. A little shake of the hands. Let's bring your pinkies together. We're going to inhale. And as you exhale, just let those fingertips brush forward from your shoulder blades to your collarbone. Very nice. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Let's take your right hand. I'm not mirroring you on this one, so actually my right hand. And I'm just going to massage a little bit again, that nice tiny pulse. And reaching it as far back as you're comfortable. If this is where you're comfortable, this is perfect. This is going to give you a great start as well. But if you can, reach a little bit further back and give that back part of your shoulder a little bit of attention, that's great too. Just very gentle, less than you think. As with most things in yoga, it is a little bit less than we think, right? And let's shake that out a little. Go to the other side. I'm using my left hand on my right shoulder. And just very gentle little pulses, just like this. Again, going back only as far as you're comfortable. Preparing our body, awakening our systems here. Very nice. And we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, go ahead and look over towards your right shoulder. Let's inhale back to center. And exhale over the left. Inhale. And exhale. Nice inhale, center. And exhale over the left. One more time each side. Inhale, center. Really thinking on that inhale about pushing that stomach out. Noticing that motion. It's not an actual push. It's just as if you were. And then exhale to the right. Bringing that belly button towards your spine as you release all of the air. Inhale, center, last time. And exhale. Very nice. Inhale back to center. Beautiful. Now let's take your shoulders and we're going to inhale your shoulders up to your ears. So let's inhale up. And exhale with a nice sigh. Inhale up. Exhale. And this time, one more time. We're going to inhale for as long as you can. Really think about extending that inhale and increasing that breath. Here we go. Inhale. A little more. A little more. And release. Feels so good, right? So we are going to transition to standing. Again, if you would like to use a chair to help you stand up, that's great. I'm just going to come into table. I'm going to walk my hands back, come into a little squat, and then stand. And I do want to make sure that my neck is the very last thing to undo here. Okay? Well, let's just stand in mountain pose. I'm just going to stand with my feet about hip width apart. My hands out. Knees nice and soft, shoulders down and back, my teeth are unclenched. I'm just going to close my eyes and really notice how everything feels in this second. How my feet feel on the mat. How my breath is moving steadily. What my heartbeat sounds like. Very nice. Just taking a moment there. So with your feet about hip width apart, we're going to inhale your arms out to the sides. And then exhale to your shoulders. So inhale out. And exhale to your shoulders. Very nice. Inhale out. And exhale. One more time. Inhale out. And exhale down. Very nice. So this time when we inhale our arms, also to think about the rest of your body when we're moving our arms up is relaxed, right? Our knees are kind of relaxed. They're bent a little bit. You want to make sure you're not locking them. So from here, we're just going to inhale our arms and exhale down. Just preparing for what's next. Inhale the arms and exhale down. One more time, that level. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now, if you can, we're going to inhale all the way up over your head. Shoulders down and separated. Breathing here. And then exhaling down. Very nice. Again, inhale up. All the way. And this time, let your, I'm not going to mirror you on this, so let your right hand land on your right hip. And as you exhale, just lean a little to the right. Breathing here. And then let that right hand release. And you can let your chin go towards your other arm. And just breathe here. And release. So from here, let's breathe in. All the way up, shoulders down and separated. And now this time, let's put your left hand and lean to the left. And then you can release that left hand, bringing the shoulders back and looking towards your left arm, your right arm, this arm, and breathing here. And just notice that nice stretch along the side here. And notice if your body is leaning a little more on the exhale. Notice how firmly those feet are planted on the ground. One more breath here. And then on your next inhale, bring it up and release. Very nice. So from here, we're going to turn towards the top of your mat. And we're going to keep the same arms. We're going to inhale up. Feet are hip width apart for this one. And then you're just going to exhale and bend and sit. Little chair pose. It's okay if you have a little bit of a curve here. And then breathing in, raise it up. And then breathing out, bring it down. Settling into the pose here. Breathing here. And bring it up. And release your hands to your heart center. Very nice. Now we're going to do this in combination with a high lunge and a low lunge. So the lunge is just simply this. Let's try one together. You're just going to bring your, to start with, you're going to bring your right leg back. That left leg is going to stay bent. And when you're here, you want to think about making sure that your knee is in a safe spot. So above your ankle, you want that pelvis to be tilted. This back leg, the knee is going to be bent if it's okay for you. You're going to breathe in here, shoulders up, and here is your high lunge. Okay, so from here, I'm going to take another breath. We're going to go down into a low lunge. Okay, so that's going to be our sequence. Breathing here. Good job. So let's come back up in whatever way feels good for you. You can put your hands to the mat and just step forward, and then just slowly bring yourself up. We're going to continue that sequence. We're going to go chair, high lunge, low lunge, and then into a table, and then we'll do the other side. So, handy dandy chair moment. If when we are doing the transition from chair to lunge or from high lunge to low lunge, if you need a little extra base of support, go ahead and grab a chair. All right. So from here, let's go into chair. Breathing in. Exhale. Okay. Let your hands come to your left knee. Step your right leg back. And here's where you can hold on if you need to, right? Make sure everything feels good. And then if it's okay for you, you can lift your hands up, arms up, pelvic tilt. Breathing here. And on your next exhale, just bring it down to a low lunge. This is where we're talking about balance. I'm going to let the tops of my toes come to my mat. I'm going to bring my hands down. I'm going to come into table. I'm also going to move the chair so you can see me. Coming into table here, my shoulder is above my wrist, my hip is above my knee, and my hands have a really nice wide base here. Okay, we're going to do a little cat-cow. Give our back a nice stretch. We're going to exhale and tuck. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and tuck. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and tuck. No rush. Inhale. And exhale to neutral. Let's sit back and just roll those wrists. Switching directions. No fingers. Just making sure everything still feels good. Circulation flow is perfect. Okay, so let's come back to table. And this time, you're going to step your right foot forward, thinking about the knee in the position so that you're in your lunge. Coming up nice and straight, you can pelvic tilt. We're just going to breathe here for a moment. And if you feel like you want to increase the stretch and lower down a little, let that knee come forward just a little, you can. Just be very mindful of how far that knee is going forward. Okay, you want to make sure you're not going too far forward on that. And then when you're ready, we're going to go to our high lunge. So this is again where if you need your wall or if you need your chair, this would be a great opportunity. If you're using the chair, you just hold where you feel steady, breathing in, and come up to a high lunge. Raising the arms. Breathing here. Very nice. And on your next inhale, you can either hold the chair and step forward or just bring yourself forward here. Rolling the shoulders, hands to heart center, exhale. Very nice. Let's do one more sequence like that with chair and then lunge on each side, okay? So let's breathe in. Exhale to chair. Hands on your left thigh. Let that right leg come back. Breathing here. Next exhale, we're going to lower. Breathing here. I let my hands rest here on my knees just to give my shoulders a break. You can keep your hands up like this if you'd like. And again, you can increase the stretch if you like. We're going to be here for a few breaths. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Go back into table. We're going to reset with a little cat-cow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Inhale to neutral. And now before we do the other side of this sequence, we're going to do a little bit of a balance, a little bit of a strength for you today. And I want you to, on your inhale, lift that left leg a little bit, that left knee, and then stretch it out behind you. Keeping your eye gaze forward, chin in a neutral position. For me, I'm able to look at the end of my mat. If this is too much, you can let your leg down here. We're going to do opposite arm with opposite leg. So on the next inhale, stretch that arm out, and now you can look out over your fingertips. Breathing here, nice and steady, letting that leg rise or letting the toes touch the mat if that feels better for you. Breathing here. And release. Very nice. So on your next inhale, let that right knee come up. Exhale, stretch that leg out. And then on your next breath, let that left hand come forward, looking out over your fingertips. You can keep your leg lifted, or again, you can let the toes come to the mat. Just make sure you're breathing. Nice and strong. And release. Very nice, you guys. Let's do it again. Breathing here. Leg up and out. Right leg over the fingertips. Breathing. And release. Other side. And release. So from here, go ahead and walk your feet back just a little bit. We'll come into child's pose and give yourself a little bit of a break and a stretch. You can let your arms come out as far as is comfortable. Let your head rest on the mat and just breathe here. You can widen your knees here if you need to, if that brings more comfort. Or you can put a pillow behind your knees if you're starting to feel a little discomfort there. See if that helps. One more breath here. On your next inhale, come back into table. Put your left knee forward this time. All right, for a nice little lunge, you can adjust that back leg if you need to. You can keep your hands on your knees, or you can go into arms up, whichever feels right for you. Breathing here. And on your next inhale, straighten that back leg. Press forward. And again, you can adjust using a chair or using the wall. Breathing here, nice and strong. You got this. And on your next inhale, let's bring your feet together. Inhale up. Exhale for one more chair. Nice and steady and strong. And inhale up. Exhale to your heart center. Very nice. Well done. That feels good, right? Okay. I'm just going to scoot this only a little bit out of the way because we are going to do eagle pose. Another great balance. We're not going to do full eagle. We're going to do a slight variation today, but very handy to have a chair if you need one. Much better to hold on to something and feel really strong and stable. Okay, so I'm just going to scoot it aside just for a sec so I can show you what we're doing. Okay, first, before we go into that, let's just give a little swing. Make sure everything is loosened up. If you have a chair nearby, be careful when you're swinging. Make sure you don't swing right into it as I just did. And if you want to deepen your swing a little bit, check out those back heels. You can do that. And just let that stop. Let's just do a quick shoulder reset. And now I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit closer together. so that my feet are touching. And again, if this is too close and you're feeling a little off balance, please use the chair or just step apart a little bit. That's fine too. So I am going to start with my right leg. You can hold the chair here if you need to. We're just going to swing it a little bit, right? And then two options. You can let the right leg stop here like it's a little kickstand, or cross it over here. If you have the chair, you should definitely cross it. Okay. If you're able to and you're able to wind, you can wind as well. And then no matter what your legs are doing, I'd like you to bring your hands to your heart center here and just bend. Okay. So if your legs aren't completely crossed and you can bend like this, go for it. But again, if they are completely crossed, here we go. Breathing here. Nice, strong balance. Ooh, or not. Good thing the chair's there. Do you know what happened? I closed my eyes. So let's breathe in and release. This is what happens if you close your eyes because you're feeling so good and comfortable. You lose your balance if you're me. And that's what happened. So let's go to the other side here. So we're just going to kick the leg forward. I'm using my left leg now, and I'm just going to let it stop either here or here, okay, or up here, whichever you feel more comfortable doing. Whichever it is, we're going to bring our hands in Jolly Mudra, our joining mudra at our heart center here, and just breathe. And if you can sink down a little bit, go for it. I recommend keeping your eyes open and looking at something that's stable and not moving. Breathing here, a nice strong breath. Sinking a little more if you want. And then you want to come out as easily and steadily as you came in, right? So on your next breath, unwind and slowly undo. Very nice. Good job. All right, so from here, I'm just going to scoot the chair out of the way, but if you need it for further poses, please feel free to use it. I keep hitting it, so. So let's take a nice wide-legged stance here. Shoulders down and separated. Very nice. My feet are, let's move in a little bit. It's a little bit of a wide stance. My feet are pointed directly forward in case you can't see them very well here. And we're just going to breathe here for a moment. Think about your knees. You want to make sure that they're not locked. Okay. I'm going to inhale my arms out to the sides, palms up. Exhale, bring them in. And we're just going to do some shoulder rolls here. Some nice rolls. Again, think about your knees, think about your breathing, and just notice how this feels. We're going to stop, we're going to switch directions. Just some medium-sized rolls here. We don't have to go too big, not too small. I guess we're sort of baby bear rolls here. We're just right. Very nice. And let's stop that motion, shake it out. We're going to do Warrior Two, and we're going to do a slight variation with the hands. Today, we're going to do a palms up variation. Usually I have us do it palms down, looking over, but today we're going to do palms up. So shoulders down and separated. I want you to turn that left leg in. Those right feet, your right foot should point directly out. I'm going to bend here. Look at your legs. You can release the arms for a second. You want to make sure that your knee is over your ankle, right? So inhale here and straighten. Exhale, bend. And just make sure that that looks and feels good. Same with this back leg. The turnout of your foot, if it's uncomfortable for your knees and it's creating a situation where your knee actually hurts, please don't do it, first of all. But if it's just a discomfort there, you can adjust a little bit. You don't have to be turned in. You can keep it a little more straight if that's better for you, Okay, so let's breathe in here. Palms up. Trying to get my palms even here. It's a different pose. And then breathing here. Welcoming all that new, fresh energy as you breathe in. Nice and strong. You want to think about having strength through here as well. Strength through your backside here. Breathing nice and steady. And on your next inhale, palms are already up and you can go into a nice peaceful warrior here. Just a little bit of a bend if it's okay for you. If that bend doesn't feel good, don't bend. You can stay like this. But if you can give it a little bit, go for it. Just a couple breaths here. And then on your next breath, you're going to put your arm on your thigh. And you want to make sure that you're not leaning like this. You want to make sure you're nice open chest here. And just give it a little bit of a stretch. Nice side stretch here. Feeling strong still. And you can look up towards your upper arm if you want. If it's okay for you. If that creates too much tension on your neck, you can release and either look down at your feet or neutral, whichever. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, let's release. Beautiful. Let's go to the other side. So inhale up. Palms up. Turn that right foot in and the left foot completely out. Do a little bend here. Actually, release the arms. Straighten. Exhale, bend. Make sure that knee feels like it's in a good spot. Okay, same with your back leg. You want to make sure that you're in a really comfortable position here. No stress, no strain, definitely no pain. Okay, a little rhyme for your day here. Inhale up, palms up, looking out, settling in, jaw unclenched, and just really settling into the pose here. Noticing how everything feels, noticing the strength in your thighs, the flexibility in your knees. Breathing here. Sinking a little deeper into it if you can. And then on your next inhale, just bring it into a little peaceful warrior here. A little peace. Couple of breaths here. One more. And on your next exhale, release your arm to your thigh. You want to make sure that your chest is out, your pelvis is tilted under, right? And you're going to let that top arm come over for a nice, beautiful stretch. Letting your gaze go towards your arm or towards your foot, whichever feels better for you. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, bring it up. Strength of your legs. Really nice work. Very nice. We are going to go back down to the floor now. So again, if you have the chair handy and that's easier for you to just kind of lower yourself using the chair, please do that. Otherwise, take a nice deep breath in. I'm going to exhale, bring it to a squat. Let's do some breath work. So let's slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Arms out to the side. And we're just going to roll, not roll. You're going to let your legs drop from side to side. So dropping to the right. And then on your next inhale, bring them up to the center. Exhale, drop them to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. And you can let your head go to the opposite side of your legs if you want. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time, each side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Very nice. Inhale, center. Let's bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And just do some rotations here. Feels really good. Breathing as you go, nice and steady. Switch directions. Really noticing how this feels on your back. It's a little sacral massage we're doing. This is a great busy day moment that you can give yourself. And stop that motion. Very nice. So from here, let's lower your feet. Take a neutral breath here. So when we inhale, you're going to let your feet come together and your knees go apart. And then on the exhale, bring your knees together, pelvic tilt. So inhale, feet together, knees apart. Exhale, knees together, pelvic tilt. Keep going in that way, bringing your arms up to engage them in a cactus pose if that's okay for you. If this brings discomfort in your shoulder area, you can just keep them relaxed on your hips as well. That's fine. So from here, inhale, feet together, knees apart. Exhale, knees together, pelvic tilt. Squeezing all that air out. Inhale. Exhale. Do 2 more full cycles on your own. Inhale. One more, and then meet me in our inhale pose. And then just breathe here. Very nice. And release the legs. Let's begin to get ready for Shavasana here. So you can use a blanket if you wish to put under your knees, if that brings it a little more comfort for you. Take your eyeglasses off if you're wearing glasses. Grab a blanket. Some people tend to get cold during Shavasana. It's whatever you are comfortable doing. So let's lay down here. And if you aren't comfortable laying completely flat and you don't happen to have a bolster or a pillow or something handy, you can just do Shavasana with your legs brought up this way as well. That's okay. So let your body become settled with your mat. Palms up if it's comfortable for you. Eyes closed if you're comfortable doing that. And just breathe here. Let's do a little targeted breathing together, bringing a little bit of unity here to our mind and our body. We're going to breathe in for 4 and hold, and then release for 4. So let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4, and hold. One more time. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4. Allow your breathing to become natural. And allow each part of your body to just settle into this place. Noticing, breathing, relaxing. And as you're breathing, with these words, I am, form. I am letting my feet relax. I am letting my knees relax. I am letting my hips relax. I am letting my fingers relax. Mentally say to each part of your body, I am letting my entire body relax. I am letting my eyes, my jaw, my shoulders relax. I am letting my thoughts relax. And then just breathe steadily on the words I am. And as you allow these thoughts, I am, to create this sense of well-being and balance in your body and in yourself. Allow yourself to take these feelings with you as you go through your day. I am peaceful. I am. Very slowly begin movement in your toes, your fingers. You can open and close your hands. And just let your body start to stretch in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Bringing your knees into your chest. And just beginning to rock from side to side. All the way left and all the way right. And when you get to whatever side feels strongest for you today, let's hold there for a moment. And just give your body another chance to just absorb the goodness of all that we've done today. Just breathe here for a moment. And allow that phrase, I am, to be everything you need it to be today. And when you are ready, you can slowly bring yourself up to an easy cross-legged pose. Just give yourself a moment here as well. And just think about what your intent was for class today. And if it was a goal, how that intent matches with how you feel now, or if it was a word or an emotion, just notice if you carried it with you throughout, if it feels how you intended for it to feel right now I am so very thankful you joined me today, and I send you on your way with a namaste. Please close using whatever greeting feels right for you. Namaste.